So we have just seen the syntax, how we deal with the syntax when it comes to Python. And now we are going to see, let's see, we've seen the basic syntax variables, and now we are going to see data types. Remember, our goal is to become AI engineers within 7 months. How are we going to do that? We are going to tackle 24 modules within 7 months, meaning 1 module per week. Is it possible? Yep, it's doable if we can work hard on it. Now, let's go to data types that we are going to see today. Open a new window. Under Notebook, you go Python 3, and then rename your file to data types. Data types. Click anywhere here to start data types. So what are data types in Python? Data types tell the computer what kind of values we are working on. So are we working with number, text, or a list of items? These are data types. So number, text, or a list. We will see how we call them in Python. So Python will automatically assign those data types when you create variables, but it's important to understand them. First of all, let's start with numbers. So numbers here, for example, we have x equal 5, and then you're going to have y equal, let's say, 3.14. So what is the difference between these two numbers? 5 here can express 5, comment, this is an integer, but 3.14, the pi here, this is a float. It's called a float. And then, of course, we can have a complex number. Like in high school, when we used to see complex number, z equal, for example, let's say 2 plus 4j. This is a complex number. Complex number. All right. In Python, we have 3 kind of numbers. We have integer, which is whole number. You see, it's 5, nothing to it. And then a float, it's a decimal. Any decimal, it's a float. And then we have imaginary numbers, which is used in advanced mathematics like we used to do in equations at high school. So you use type X to see what type Python has assigned. You see? This is an integer, assigned 5, and so forth. Now, let's see a string. String, we can make a second comment here, call number 2. A string. What is a string? A string is a text written in quotation mark, as you can see. Let's say, for example, name equal the same John we've seen, okay? John, this is a string. We can also have a message equal our famous hello world. This is another string, right? String name, string message. String are sequences of character slammed by a single quotation mark or double quotation mark. Still work, quotation mark, they still work as well. And Python lets you manipulate strings using methods like upper, lower, and slicing, as we will see. So you can use methods .upper or .lower and slicing. We will come back to that. Let's move on to the next. Now that we have seen numbers and string, next, number 3, let's see Boolean. So Booleans represent only 2 values. It can be true or false. So Booleans can be true or false. Let's say, for example, your card is active, is, for example, active. Then let's say, for example, it's gonna be true. It's case sensitive. Remember, Python is case sensitive. You see? Do you see the difference? If you put true with lowercase, it's not good. So now is logged in underscore. Let's say, for example, this is false. So in this case, you see, Boolean represents true or false. They are super useful for a condition. If a condition has to be true or false, and of course, it has to respect logic, right? Now, let's see how we deal with lists. Boolean here was number 3. Number 4, we are going to see how we deal with lists, tuple, and sets. Right. Let's see here. What makes the difference for this? Let's say this is my list. It's going to be square brackets. That's how you define a list. Number 1, 2, 3. This is a list. Now, let's see, maybe if it's much better, if really it's the same. My list, you can use underscore or leave it like this. Now, let's see my tuple. Tuple is parentheses. It's defined, it's the same thing, but defined by parentheses. Let's say, for example, 4, 5, 6. And of course, my set. This is a set. My set equal. This is going to be curly brackets, as they are called, or sometimes they are called tuple. Some countries they call it tuple, but normally they are called curly bracket. Maybe let's say 7, 8, 9, right? So you can see these are all corrections, but they behave differently. They don't do the same thing. They don't behave the same way. So let's say list. This first one is a list, ordered and changeable. It's in order, but you can change it. A tuple, this is the tuple. It's ordered, but you cannot change it. The set could be not ordered and no duplicates. Does not have duplicates. So use them depending on whether you want to change the data later on or not. So let's say this can change. You list, you can change your list, but here for your tuple cannot change. You cannot change it later on. If you want to deal with other values later on, you cannot change it. And here, my set could be an ordered slash or no duplicates. You don't have duplicates. All right? So again, you have to use them depending on whether you want to change the data later on. So you can ask your question here. Are you going to change your data later on or not? You decide. Right. Number 5, data type, dictionaries. So let's check on dictionaries. Dictionary, how it works. Here, let's say we have person. You remember, this is the same thing we are going to use for the phone book to find contacts in your phone. So person equal, you use what? You are going to use a set, not a list, not a tuple, but a set. So you open curly bracket, you define the name as a string. This is a string. Then your name is going to be, let's say, our guy John here. So John, which is a string. And remember, comma, and put, you can put comma here, you can put his age, but it's better if you put the next line. So age, right, as this is syntax error. Who can tell me what's wrong here? What's wrong here? We have syntax error because this has to be outside of quotation. Age, maybe let's give him 25 years as we did before. And we close our set. So the set has to be closed here. So indentation, you can put it here. Right. Now, this is dictionary. This is how you define a dictionary, okay? Now, I think I put this in the same kind of file to show you how you can do it, but it will be much better. Let's see if dictionary, we can move it in the next one. Let's say if we put it here, then try to print. Let's try. Can we print? Can we print person? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, of course. You print person, it's gonna give a name, John, and age 25, right? So now, here, you know a dictionary stores data in a key value pairs. It goes in a pair. You can access values by using the keys. Super useful for the structure like JSON. JSON, it will be much useful for languages such as JSON. Now, how do we check and convert types? Let's say, for example, x equal 5, print, let's print the type of x, type of x, we are trying to print type of x here, and of course the type of x here is going to be an integer. We expect it to be integer, right? It's going to be an int. You can write integer or int, and let's say y equal a string of x. Now let's try to print the type of y. So now print type of y which is this one. This y is going to convert to string. It's going to convert to string, and here we expect a string, of course. Now let's see. Let's run this and see what happens. Class int is in trouble. Let's see. Again, this is a syntax error. As you can see, name SRT is not defined. You will see it gonna highlight it. It's here. We have a trouble here. So that means I made a mistake here. We have to put str string, then try to run it again. Boom. Class int, class string. So you can use type to check data type, and functions like int, string, and float to convert from one type to another. This is how you convert one type to another. So let's see. Let's recap data types in Python. We have integer, int, we have a float, decimal, and we have complex number, remember? We have a string, text, Boolean, which can be true or false. We can have a list, we can have a tuple, set, or dictionaries. If you understand, this will help you handle any kind of data type in Python. You have to remember, so you have a look again, review them, but as you work with them, you will get used to them, guaranteed. So now, let me see, in this video, we have seen the operators. In the next video, we have seen here data types. Next video, let's see what we are going to see in the next video. Next video, we are going to see, we have seen this, methods, print, we've seen it, input, and of course, we are going to see operators. So we are going to see methods, print, and input, and of course, do operators. And if we have time, next time, we will see also statements, if statement, else statement, if we have time. So you see, I will do my best to speed up a little bit, because I know we are aiming to become AI engineers within 7 months. Is it possible? I still believe we are just getting started. It's possible. Imagine after 2-3 months in doing this, at least, let's say every day, every week, taking on one module. I believe we are only going to get better and better. So make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it out. Drop a comment below. Python is awesome. If you are learning something new, see you in the next one. Ciao.